website right now and download my free course on alternate picking mastery. It contains 5 essential exercises that will take you to alternate picking mastery faster than you can imagine. And then I've included my method of how to lay out a practice plan in just 1 to 2 minutes that will absolutely boost your results like nothing you ever tried before. So go download it right now. It's free. Hey, heard from a guy, YouTube, practicing Ingenium exercises, and you can go download that program for free if you haven't already done so. It's pretty hard to miss if you're watching these YouTube videos. That you can download that program just below the video. But he's asking, how long does it take? I'm practicing these exercises for 4 hours a day. How long will it take me to reach, alternate picking mastery? And that, of course, depends, but I'm going to be very specific with you in this video and not say, it's just something in between 1 year and 20 years. But if you are constantly working on keeping your focus, becoming better at practicing, investing in yourself, investing in being inspired by watching YouTube videos and buying all my programs, then so you are constantly inspired. Inspiration leads to new methods. That's what inspires you. It's, you get a new belief in that you can really do this because you get a new insight. Or you have a new project, you have a new practice plan, and you look forward to seeing where that leads you. If you do all these things, like I did, but I didn't have the tools I have today. But then, I went from campfire chords and simple classical pieces to playing the kind of alternate picking and sweep picking and legato that I wanted to play in 2 years. And that wasn't like 4 hours a day, every day. It was, periods of very high intensity of practicing 4 hours when I got home from school, and then sometimes 6 hours, maybe 8 hours, some, days in the weekend. And then I did that for 2, 3, 4 weeks, and then it was like I fell back into normal practice, half an hour, 1 hour a day for a couple of weeks, and then back into high intensity. So it was on and off, but you need that intensity. You can't build skills like this by practicing 30 minutes a day. You simply will not develop. You'll develop so slow that it will take you 300 years before you reach any point that's higher than mediocre. It's just the way it is. Nothing extraordinary is built by using ordinary means. It just doesn't work like that. So if you want to build extraordinary skills, you have to have a behavior that looks extraordinary, where people say, he's crazy, that guy, he's insane, he's practicing, he can't watch TV without practicing, and he can't blah, blah, blah. If he's sitting talking to his family in the kitchen, he's also practicing, right, with an unplugged instrument. So you have to be aware of that you need intensity, and that you need to be constantly inspired and really have this as more than a hobby. It should be a lifestyle for you. But then it doesn't take more than a couple of years. And if that discourages you, if you go, that's too long, man, then you might want to go focus on buying something instead that can give you that feeling of elation, because that's what we really want. I understand the question, how long does this take? Do I need to work on this for 20 years or 10 years or 5 or 1 year? What's this about? But if you don't want to be swallowed up by impatience, you need to focus on the act. At some point in my development, and that was one of the decisions that really shaped my learning process, was that I looked at everything I could learn, and it was just too daunting. Becoming really good at playing fusion chords and complex rhythms, and having an extraordinary technique also, and being able to play over jazz chords. I had, my ambition was to be able to do anything for some reason, any style of music. But it looked so big, so I just said, okay, I can't handle this. What's most important? What's most exciting to me? And at that point, it was playing fast. It was alternate picking. And so I decided to play one little pattern and learn to play that at the highest level of what my body could do. One pattern. That was the whole goal. And I said, I'm going to focus more on that than anything else. Or die trying, right? I'll just go hammer away at it and have high intensity periods and then low intensity period, but I'm not going to not return back to this. I might practice something else for a while, but then back to a project where I practice that pattern And I don't recommend this pattern. I actually don't, because it has a double string shift in it. So it's simply too hard to start with, but go download Ingenium, you know what I mean. But so it's important that you focus. It's important to use all these principles and be inspired. But I made that decision, and I did all the other things. I made that decision, and then totally just broke through, like it carved a way through to the realization that I can do anything. And when you have that, your brain is much more susceptible to learning. All the skepticism is falling away. All the self-doubt is falling away once you have one thing you really master like that. And then you're not impatient anymore, because you can because impatience also comes from self-doubt. Like, am I going to practice this for 2 years and then I can't do it anyway? Am I wasting my time? And that's your brain asking that question, because the brain is really frightened of spending a lot of resources on something that doesn't pay off, because that's what it's all about. It's all about sending just the amount of resources you need for anything in your body and your mind and your activities. So you need to constantly build that certainty of you getting there by watching my YouTube videos, right? So you build that inspiration up constantly. But then it doesn't take that long. But I should say, after the 2 years, I could do the things. I could do the technique. I could do the hammer-ons and pull-offs at the highest level. But it wasn't integrated. I wasn't that player who just steps out on stage and just, just makes it happen and is totally relaxed as he does it. He can drink a beer and talk to people, And that was nothing like that. And I was actually kind of disappointed, because I could work the techniques, but I didn't know how to actually make all that technical ability to something fluent, something musical, something where I could just play a run and end and begin it wherever I wanted, and just play a solo and be free, and that player. And so I stopped playing that much for a while. And then it grew, because once you have that skill level, after a couple of years, then it grows on you. If you keep using your skills and you do some play some solos and you still work with your technique, then you need that time in the oven. You need to put your new skills in the oven so they can expand and become that fluent playing style. And so that took a couple of years, but I could do the thing. I had my Ferrari. I could, what I wanted. So that's really what I wanted to tell you, but it's not like, okay, 2 years, but just think about it. The 2 years are going to pass anyway. Right, the 24 months is going to just pass, and then they're gone. You can invest in every day and have fun every day with the metronome, building all this and being, having that kind of expectation in your body. Or you can say, it's too far away. And the reason why I said go buy something is that's what you're really after. This is not buying something. This is special. You can't purchase your way into this. This is focusing on the discipline, not the self-discipline, but the discipline of practicing and becoming better at practicing. This is an exciting project that has one of the most amazing rewards by the end of it, which is the ability to play music on the highest level. Anyone can do it. So it doesn't come like, from day to day. So just go do it. Just really focus on it and enjoy the process. I had the most fun building my, even though I was frustrated and everything else in the process, it was so exciting, and just a little incremental improvements was exciting. And you totally will get there if you don't give up, have enough intensity, have enough focus, and use all the other principles I talk about, and keep reapplying them and applying them again and again, becoming better at applying them, testing new things out. If that's what you do, you totally will get there. Subscribe for more free videos. Do it. Do it now. Do it.